K-pop is an abbreviation for Korean pop, usually describing the type of music that emerged over the past 20 years in South Korea. A lot of the times, K-pop artists will come in groups, all with different roles such as main vocal, main rapper, main dancer, visual, and more, doing different parts of the performance. So I'm from South Korea, where K-pop is originated from, and pretty much I've had K-pop around me my whole life, but here's my official open door to K-pop industry. When I was 5 years old, my dad showed me a music video of a song called Tell Me by Wonder Girls, and I basically fell in love with the whole concept of the song. I loved how they sang, how they looked, the lyrics, the perfect synchronization of the choreography. And additionally, many K-pop music videos have a storyline. And in this particular song, one of the singers dressed up as Wonder Woman, saving people, which captured my interest as a 5-year-old. So I learned how to sing and dance the whole song at home with my 3-year-old sister, watching their video over and over again. My stage was everywhere, including the street markets, where once a woman gave me a free candy because she thought I was cute. And I guess I was pretty cute, but I'm kidding. My introduction to K-pop made me have interest in many other artists and made me search for more songs for me to sing and dance to. Then I started to dream of becoming a K-pop star. But in 2012, when I was a 3rd grader, I had to leave my home country, the mother of K-pop, and move to another place on the other side of the world, which is the place where I still live in, Sofia, Bulgaria. A few months later, Gangnam Style emerged. I hope you all remember what that was, because in my memory, at every school dance, the whole class danced to this song. I made an advertisement to the whole school saying, "This guy is Korean," and a lot of people knew already, but a lot of people were surprised as well. So I wanted to tell my friends more about Korean music, but they weren't really interested because they didn't understand Korean, but it was only 2012. In 2015, a lot of people had heard of K-pop, and they started asking me questions about it. I was so happy they knew what K-pop was, or at least were curious to find out. So I happily showed more music videos, and this time, a lot of my friends genuinely liked it because of their performance and their music. During last summer, I met so many people in front of National Palace of Culture through mutual friends. Really, it was about 50 people, more or less, staying in the same area, all with a common interest in K-pop. There are more people there, it just doesn't show on the picture. I instantly grabbed their attention and became friends with a lot of them because, first of all, I am Korean. Second of all, I wanted to become friends with them as well. And third of all, well, we all listen to K-pop. I felt a special bond between us just from the fact that they like K-pop like me. We could understand the inside jokes and the news and gossips of it. Now, 2 of my friends who I think are really close to me are from the people I met during the summer as well. 5 days later, after meeting them for the first time, there was an event called Go to Korea, organized by some Korean people living in Sofia. It was like a concert with many different groups or individuals who sign up to sing or dance their covers of K-pop, and whoever wins the first place will be able to go to the preliminary round of K-pop World Festival, which 72 different countries participate in. I got invited because my dad was one of the organizers and the judges. And before actually watching the show, I thought only about 10 teams at maximum are going to come, which was still a lot for me until I saw a list of 30 groups. I saw that the people I met just 5 days ago were K-pop dancers too, and I saw so many more people who were in the audience section just to enjoy this thing called K-pop. The whole place was crowded with people who were dancing the same things as people on stage, chanting the same fan chants, and I was so happy only by being in the same area as the others who love K-pop as much as me. Maybe more than me because they knew much more songs than I did. And even though it sounds very cliche, it felt like I was united with all the other souls, if you know what I mean. We were one. After getting to know the K-popers, I was asked to come to a party. It was a party only with K-pop music in the middle of Sofia. Of course, I went. Since it was my first K-pop party, I decided to bring one of my best friends, Maria, who just newly became a K-popper. In the beginning of the party, it was just the 2 of us dancing alone until my summer friends came over and became friends with Maria. Then the other friends of my friends came over, and we were suddenly a big improvised group, dancing and singing as if we all planned this moment. And even though I didn't know many people there, it felt like I've been friends with them for quite a while because everyone was encouraging each other to dance and telling each other good job. Again, we were one. Just looking at everyone becoming one with a single music style was beautiful. So I attended more events later on in the future and brought more people, including my sister, who I danced with ever since she was 3, and every single one of them felt like a big family gathering. And by the name of a big family, I'm also a proud member of another family called ARMY, as you can tell from my shirt. ARMY is a term used to describe the fan base of BTS. BTS is a K-pop group of 7 boys who write and produce their own songs. If you know me in person, you probably already know that I'm a huge fan of BTS. My closest friends say that I'm a bit obsessed, but it's okay because it's worth falling in love with them. I fell in love with them 3 years ago, looking at how they sing, dance, rap, and all of their powerful performances, including their personalities. So, ARMYs like me have nominated BTS for a Billboard Award, and soon they have won the top social artist award of Billboard, which broke the record Justin Bieber had set the past 6 years in a row. It was a historic moment when a K-pop artist could win over such a popular international artist and other popular artists internationally. The first word of their acceptance speech was ARMY, and I remember that all of my ARMY friends posted their achievement on the award. Once again, K-popers became one by supporting our favorite music artist. I was curious to know why my friends who are not Korean seemed to be more interested in K-pop than me. One of my close friends said K-pop inspired me to be a dancer and made me more social because you can have nice conversations with people that also listen to it. You may be asking, why should I care about this girl talking about K-pop when most of you guys probably don't even listen to K-pop, right? Well, when I was writing this speech, my teacher gave me a feedback saying, when I'm presenting K-pop music to you guys, I should probably use songs with English lyrics. I didn't really know what to reply to that because I thought the partial good thing about K-pop was creating the awareness or just broadening the interest people take on other cultures and language, which I still think is right, but I was trying to see things from the non-Korean perspective. However, before I could even say my opinion, my best friend Maria, who was sitting right next to me, immediately contradicted to my teacher by saying, K-pop is about the music itself, not about the fact that you maybe do not understand Korean, because that's not what K-pop is supposed to attract, and maybe you should just try to listen to K-pop. I was surprised that this kind of thinking could come from someone who just got into this whole idea of K-pop, and I could tell that she was already enjoying the Korean culture, not in a forced academic way, but through interest. So I'm so proud to have something called K-pop in my country, and I think it has changed our community a lot, like how Western artists are starting to include choreographies in their songs, and how there is an increasing rate of global Hallyu, or you can call it the Korean wave. There's also been an increase in Korean fashion trends, makeup supplies, and YouTube tutorials on them, and Korean terms such as 대박 for amazing, or Koreaboo for people who are not Koreans but who would love to be reborn as Koreans in a way, and oppa for bro or honey, I guess. There's also been an increase in education. So an associate professor at Toronto University, Kyung-Luk Go, explains that K-pop has shaped their educational system. In 2010, it was only 35 students taking Korean language class. But in 2016, it increased to 175. Wow. And over 200 people waiting in the queue. That's amazing. Now let me be direct. The power of K-pop. I found my passion in music from singing and dancing being inspired by the K-pop artist. I became more confident with myself and comfortable socializing with other people, like how I'm comfortable to be on this stage right now. But just looking at the fact that I live in Sofia, Bulgaria, and I still see a lot of traces in every corner of the street of K-pop, and just looking at everyone being one in every K-pop event, how everyone danced to Gangnam Style at least once, and the increasing rate of the idea of Korea itself. The power of K-pop. If you look closely, K-pop is more than just music. It's about the excitement, socialization, and unity. Thank you.